play the plane in, can you see?
Connor has the puck and a great shot. Watch this at the that's a score. There it is. Oh my God! It's the first score of the.
Score! Sophie Vernon finds the back of the net from the faceoff circle, and with 1:14 to go, the Raiders take a 3-2 lead.
Welcome to Red Blitz. I'm your host, Rebecca Cahn. New name, new look, same show. Every week a new episode will bring an exciting sports block of Raiders action. Sound good? Well, let's get started. Fall sports finally kicks in, and we've got the home opener on Wednesday for boys soccer and field hockey. Starting first with boys soccer, who could forget their outstanding late season run back in 2015? 10 unbeaten games in a row before losing in the sectional state finals. Outstanding season, but on Wednesday they'd had to face one of the talented teams they upset in a big way in the MIAA playoffs, their rivals, the Needham Rockets. And the Rockets will be looking for revenge for sure here at Sprague. After a scoreless opening half, Captain Michael McShane puts Needham on the board first. After Anders Pernell makes the initial save, the ball is loose. McShane grabs it and hooks it left corner post for the score, and a Rockets 1-goal lead. Looking for more, Stephen Donovan in the crease then buries it past Pernell, and Needham quickly holds a 2-0 advantage here in the final period. There's always extra motivation when it comes to rivalries, and you can definitely feel the energy on the field, the extra effort shown by both teams. And Wellesley is finally able to earn a great scoring opportunity right here. Corner kick, Will Corkill, consistently dependable as a sophomore last year, now as a junior captain, doesn't let this chance go by and places it perfectly outside the net. Nick Cole boots it in, and the Raiders cut the deficit in half just like that. And for the moment, it's a new game down 2-1. But time would unfortunately not be on Wellesley's side, and they would have to take a home opener loss here by the final score, Needham 2, Wellesley 1. Well, field hockey would have a lot to prove after a very successful season last year, with senior captain Sophie Vernon on defense and Daniel Hickman on offense leading the way. As a team, the Raiders lost only 3 games all season long before unfortunately seeing their season come to an end in the quarterfinals at Mansfield. So for Coach Aaron Stickle and the team that remains, replacing those key seniors will be tough, but that just gives more chances for other players to step up. Raiders' first challenge here at Sprague on Wednesday would be the Needham Rockets as well, a tough team who would be coming off an unbeaten 2015 regular season. And fast forward a few minutes before halftime when Molly Lobel breaks the scoreless tie here in this fast-moving opening half, taking the pass from Sarah Conley and driving it right corner post to score the Needham 1-goal edge. And as we go deeper into this game and into the final period, Wellesley's offense finds it's extremely hard to get any momentum going against this stifling Rockets defense. Can we take a minute though and talk about the Raiders defense? Wellesley will definitely have a tough void to fill, losing a key player in Phoebe Lawrence to injury for the season. But behind Alex Ramsden, Sophie Vanderveld, and goalie Sinclair Vanderhort guarding the box, you couldn't ask for more as the Raiders shut out standout player Kendall Milligan all game. Watch on this great play here as Vanderhort dives and rejects Taylor Barrett's fast break try, then just as quickly gets up and stuffs Stephanie Wallace on the putback, and those 2 clutch saves help keep it a 1-goal deficit for the Raiders. But in the end, Wellesley would run out of chances and Needham would only need 1 score to come away with a victory on the road. At 0-1, it would be a tough loss for sure, as Raiders' defense was definitely outstanding. But Wellesley would be shut out by Needham 1-0. And the schedule would not get any easier for the Raiders as we stay with field hockey, with their next opponent coming in on Friday being Walpole. The Porkers, yes, that's their nickname, dominate the game of field hockey year after year, and they have plenty of state championships to prove it. So looking for an early season upset on this hot and muggy Friday afternoon, Wellesley early on stays aggressive offensively, and that quickly brings results. Deep in their own offensive end, Kayla Johnston steals it, Brooke Hamilton shoots it, and a couple stick ricochets later, Lexi Y buries it into the box. Wellesley strikes first on a key score by Lexi Y. 1-0 Raiders. So as the Raiders look to keep that momentum going, the Porkers have other ideas. Melanie Weber, deep in the circle, takes a shot and lets it fly, and brings in the equalizer Walpole was looking for. With only a few minutes remaining in this opening half, Walpole then gets the go-ahead score to fall here when Alex Rodea sees daylight in front of a near-empty cage. Porkers now suddenly take the lead for the first time today, 2-1. As we head into halftime, that Walpole advantage would now be 3-1. This game is now all Walpole. Early into this final frame, it's becoming more evident that the Porkers have the momentum and are not giving it up anytime soon. After erasing a 1-goal deficit with 3 scores unanswered in the opening half alone, Walpole would add the dagger right here. Melanie Weber buries her second goal of the game, now lead 4-1. That 3-goal deficit would be tough for anyone to try to erase against this Walpole team. Unfortunately, this is something Wellesley cannot come back from. And the final score would end up being 4-1 Walpole, as the Raiders fall to 0-2. We look for this team to quickly rebound from that, as their next 2 games will be on the road, before finally coming back to Sprague next Friday. Wellesley's matchup with Walpole would continue very next field over at the same time for boys soccer, as they would have to face a Rebels team that always seems to play them tough, and have to battle intense heat on the turf, making it not any easier. First period action, Raiders get the opportunity right here on a penalty shot. Ready to take charge, junior captain Will Corkill rips a shot, but it's just too high. Soccer is without a doubt a game of inches. So that scoring chance quickly goes by, and the Raiders come away with nothing. So we fast forward to the second, still locked in this scoreless tie, with Anders Pernell so far being able to shut down Walpole's chances. But that all changes here when Billy Porter centers a perfect pass inside to Cullen McGlynn, and McGlynn with a clutch finish, 1-0 Rebels. A few minutes later though, on a Wellesley free kick, tri-captain Cooper Richards with the try, it's on target, but goalie Dennis Crowley gets to it first, rejecting any possible rebounds for Wellesley. There would just be 1 score between these 2 Bay State Conference teams, but that's all that's needed to take the victory away from the Raiders. And that first win of the season escapes Wellesley so far. Tough 1-0 loss to Walpole, Wellesley can regroup on the road as they face Weymouth on Monday. And finally, on the road this week, girls soccer took a loss and a tie, while girls volleyball dominated. Meanwhile, on the home front, boys and girls cross country and boys golf took care of business in their victories. Well, that does it for this episode, but there'll be plenty of more action to come. If you missed any games or highlights, check us out on demand at wellesleymedia.org, our YouTube and Facebook pages at Wellesley Public Media, right here on Comcast 9 and Verizon 39. This is Black Red Blitz. Thanks for watching. Go Raiders.
Does see the goal.